is that even though the strike has been averted in terms of the leadership making a deal with the producers, there's a rumor now that maybe the membership won't vote to approve because it's not a good settlement. It's not a good contract. And I want to say to the people in IATSE, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. You don't like that contract? You think the contract could be better? You want to go on strike? Go on strike. Do it. Strike. Do what you got to do. You got to fight. You got to fight. Because I'll tell you something about the executives from these companies, film and TV, these people who run these companies, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about anything. Executives from companies making $70 and $80 million a year, and they want you to work 13 hours and not have a break, and you can't go to the bathroom or whatever the fuck. I mean, I'm riffing here, but it's like, I've never seen a time in my life when these people when they fail. They fail. That's true of a lot of places in corporate America. But in our business, I mean, remember, the business is run by marketing people now. Every studio, I don't have to name them by name, every studio, every network, 3 networks plus Fox. I don't consider Fox a network. But 3 networks, Fox, streaming. There isn't one fucking creative person in the whole fucking building. Not one. Not one. Who run the company? They bring them in. Their task is to identify them and to contract them and make deals with them and make development deals with them and to access their ability, you know. But every one of these streaming companies, every major studio, every major network, there isn't one fucking creative person in the whole building. They're marketing people, they're finance people. All they do is crush numbers all day long and, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, when we went into this whole thing about Scarlett Johansson recently, and I said that, you know, she's part of a system that's competitive bidding. I want to put a finer point on that. This is my opinion, but Scarlett Johansson to me is one of those people where, and I'm being metaphorical here, they take a big bag full of scripts and they throw it over the gate of her house into her driveway every day. The list of people that want to make movies with Scarlett Johansson is long, long. You know, everyone's dream is to get someone who's on top, the big, young, leading lady, talented, beautiful. She's got all those things. She has everything. And the whole point is that she doesn't have to, like I said, you think she goes in there and puts a gun to the executives at Disney's head and tells them what number to put on her check? How fucking stupid are you if you believe that? It's a competitive business. Someone walks up and says, we want you to do this movie. I'll give you $5 million, $8 million, $10 million, $12 million, $20 million, $25 million. They're bidding for her. And she's in the house playing with her kids. She doesn't give a shit, you know, in the sense that, you know, the business does what it does, and then they come to her and say, this is the deal. You know, it's like when you say that people who are actors are overpaid, well, I have a list of a few actors I think are overpaid. I have a longer list of actors I think are underpaid. But the point is that I can't believe that the lower the amount, there's an inverse proportion to equation to how low the creative capabilities of the studios and networks are to how much they pay themselves. An inverse proportion. The worse the shit is they put out, the worse crap they put out on TV and on streaming and in movie theaters, the more they pay themselves. It's uncanny. Colin Powell, rest in peace. Beatles, Stones. What can I say? Get Back is coming from Disney Plus. That was a creative inspiration on part of Disney Plus. And if IATSE wants to go on strike, I support you. Peace and love.